It was a calm October night in the small town of Millbrook, the kind of town where the sound of rustling leaves or a barking dog could be heard streets away. People went to bed early, doors remained unlocked, and danger was something read about in newspapers, never experienced firsthand. But on the night of October 18th, 1997, that fragile peace was shattered. In a cozy house at the edge of Willow Lane, 28-year-old schoolteacher Clara Reeves was murdered in what would become one of the most haunting, unsolved cases in the town's history. Clara lived alone in a modest two-bedroom house surrounded by overgrown hedges and an old oak tree that creaked whenever the wind passed through its branches. Her life was quiet and predictable. Each morning she left for the local elementary school where she taught literature, and each evening she returned home, often carrying stacks of graded papers. She wasn't the kind of person anyone could imagine being involved in violence. That's why her death shocked the entire community. It began when a neighbor, Mrs. Hayes, noticed Clara's porch light glowing long after midnight. The teacher's car was still parked in the driveway, and the curtains were drawn shut, which was unusual. Concerned, Mrs. Hayes called the police. When officers arrived and forced their way inside, the silence inside the home felt heavy, almost suffocating. Nothing seemed immediately out of place until they reached the hallway. There, they found Clara lying motionless near the doorway, her hand stretched toward the telephone as if she had been trying to reach it. The living room told a quiet story of sudden struggle. A vase lay shattered, books were scattered across the rug, and one of the window curtains was torn. Yet despite the disarray, the scene didn't feel random. There were no signs of forced entry, and her wallet, jewelry, and cash were untouched.